Dude, the whole Joe Rogan thing, when I think about it, when I deep down think about it in my heart, is that much of online relationships, much of the online community, especially when you're a content creator, is, in the most part, a bit of an abusive relationship. We're not really friends. We don't really know each other. We people like their content. You might like my content. You might like other people's content, but we don't know each other. You don't see me face to face. There's a screen between me and you. There's a chat box between me and you. We're not friends. We're not close relatives. We're not. So when I screw up, when I say something dumb, and it's bound to happen because I know myself and I do this live show. That's why people don't do live shows, because they are afraid of what they'll say. But I feel like I have a mind of my own, to the point where I'm like, you know what? I know what I should say and what I shouldn't say. And I'm going to think about that more. So, but here's the problem, all right, with so much of what goes on with the mob, especially when they can smell blood in the water, is that so much of this relationship between you and me and between content creators and people like Joe Rogan and his audience is that it's a bit of an abusive relationship. And the people that are trying to take Joe Rogan down don't really care for him. They've never listened to his podcast, nor why would they? Because they hate him with all their heart, soul, and mind. So they hate him so much so that they want to destroy him. And they'll take clips that are completely out of context, which is such a big thing. You know, the Daily Show got famous of that, taking clips out of context to make people look bad and make people laugh and stuff like that. And to the point where people were like, oh, this must be true because it's a clip. It's completely what's up, Zane? This clip is completely taken out of context. So therefore, I can just say whatever I want about this person. So much of it is an abusive relationship. So if you apologize to someone who is abusive to you, they don't let up. They continue. They smell the weakness. They can feel the weakness, and then they pour on more. That's why when Joe Rogan first apologized, they felt like they had power over him. The abuser felt the power, so they continued. They'll continue until he's completely gone. And every time he apologized, they feel a little bit better about themselves, and they hit him again with something new. Are you going to apologize to this? Boom. How do you feel about that? I'm sorry. It's just like, when I say abusive, I mean, it's like, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? This relationship isn't healthy. There's nothing healthy about this. There's nothing healthy, even if Joe Rogan is in the wrong, coming out and apologizing to people who don't even know him. And people are always pretending like, I'm so offended, even though you weren't part of the conversation. You don't know the person. And so that's why it's another aspect of how an abuser acts. I can't believe you made me hit you. I can't believe you made me show this clip. I can't believe I have to do this in order to destroy you, because I don't care about you as a human being. I don't care. I'm not here for reconciliation. I'm not here for forgiveness. I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm not here to make you actually see your wrongs and maybe change your ways. I want to destroy you so much so the more you apologize, the more you consent to me doing whatever I want to you, the more I'm going to continue to hit you until you're gone. And that's why Joe should never apologize. It's not like, is he right or is he wrong? I think this argument of this double standardness is just so silly. It's abusive. They don't care. They don't care that you're a human being. They don't care that you mess up. They don't care about you, period. And they do whatever it takes in order for them to feel this little fraction of power, this little fraction of, oh, I feel better about myself because I destroyed this human being online over the weekend. Oh, it feels so good. I love shit posting. I don't care about my life. I don't care about their life. I just want them to make them feel bad, and I want to have a moment where I laugh. It's an abusive relationship at its core. There's no reconciliation. There's no honesty. There's no truth. There's no love, because with love or relationships or with friendships or just seeing another person as a human being and being empathetic towards another human being, if someone messes up, you look at them in the face and you go, I get it, man. I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. And for that, we're going to continue to move. I think Joe Rogan is part of the generation, the older generation of people that think that if you apologize, you come out and you say these things, that people are actually going to forgive you and they're going to move on. That's not how the mob works online. The more you apologize, the more they feel stronger. It's like Thanos. It's like putting on his rings. It's like, oh, yes, keep apologizing. I'm going to keep hitting you where it hurts. Yes, keep apologizing. I don't care about you and you don't care about me, but I want to destroy your career because my life is miserable, so much so that my life depends on destroying your livelihood and how your means of production. That's why the whole cancel culture thing is so stupid. There's no reconciliation. There's no forgiveness. There's no growing in this cancel culture crap. It is destroy or be destroyed. I want to take you down. I want to mock you. I want to ridicule you. I want to destroy your livelihood. I want to make you hurt on the inside. I don't care if it means that you will no longer be able to feed your family. That's why people are firing people over stupid offenses constantly. Oh my God, you like that post? You listen to who? Your life is done. Oh, you're struggling to pay rent now because you lost your job over liking a post or over posting something that we could have just had a conversation about, or maybe don't post that or something like that. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about themselves because most of these people are hiding behind a fake name, fake face, fake user. That's why when you look at the when you look at the mob, the online social media mob, you just ignore it. It drives them nuts. But that's the only way to come about. If somebody was actually offended by something Joe Rogan said, if somebody was actually offended by something I said, call me out. We'll have a conversation, maybe on Zoom or like in real life. You can only apologize to people you offend in real life anyways. Those people know you. Why are you apologizing to people that A, don't give a crap about you, want to destroy you, and also that don't know you, don't listen to you? All the clips that they're playing are from podcasts years and years ago. It was not a problem then. It's a problem now because Joe Rogan is a voice of reason. He's a voice of freedom of speech. And they don't like that. They don't like the fact that he said things like, I would vote for Trump because Biden is useless, or what, he doesn't like Biden. They don't care. They hear these things. If you're not on their side, that's why people like Justin Trudeau can go around and blackface all he wants. Robert Northam, that governor can do it too. Jimmy Kimmel can do it too. As long as you speak rightly, as long as The Rock can come out and talk about trans people in whatever ways he wants, and he can also do his little Chinese accent, it's okay for them because they fit the mold. They follow the lead. They submit to the powers that be. Joe Rogan is a comedian and a comedian at heart, and the comedian at heart looks at everything and calls BS or sees a double standard or mocks the elites, and they hate that. Because with comedy, you can't have an argument about comedy because if something's funny, it's funny. It's in a natural way of expressing emotion. That's why they hate him. That's why they want to destroy them. That's why they don't care. He can apologize all he wants. They're going to continue, and they're not going to stop until he's completely taken off Spotify. But it's so stupid because we need to get back to a country where we can have a conversation with one another and disagree or maybe say things that are stupid because we're not perfect human beings. And also things that I'm saying right now in 10 years could possibly be seen as something so uncontrollably unreal that you need to lose your livelihood over. So how do you fight back? The only way to fight back is to ignore them. That's it. Ignore them or mock them. That's the only way. I wish we could be human beings, have a logical conversation, talk to each other one-on-one like human beings are supposed to do, adults especially. But no, we're no longer that way. Not with online, not with this whole generation of people online who feel like they're virtually invisible and feel like they have superpowers to destroy people's livelihoods, their careers, their family life. They don't care whatever means necessary in order for them to feel significant. Even if that significant feeling is a fleeting feeling and only lasts for minutes. So ignore them or mock them. That's why memes are so huge. But those are the only options. I wish there was reconciliation, forgiveness. But you can't do that with an abuser. You can't do that with a narcissist. And the entire people online are narcissists. I mean, look at yourself. You're starting a podcast. It's a narcissistic, abusive relationship. They don't care about you, Joe. And they don't care about you. So when people try to cancel you, try to get rid of you, take clips out of context, take pictures out of context, call your job, the only way to fight back is to ignore. The minute you apologize is the minute you submit to an abusive relationship that will never end until they've taken everything. But let me know your thoughts on that, because I think it's so unhealthy, and I don't think there's any way we can come back from a lot of this kind of process. The fact that this is such a phenomenon, the fact that people feel like they have the capacity to do this, even though they don't know anything about them. All these people that are trying to get rid of him have never listened to his podcast. Let me know your thoughts on this, because I'm genuinely curious. Let's go to the next